My mom and dad came to this country in the 1970s as international students on student visas to the University of Notre Dame. They were set up with host families that helped them adjust to American society. They fell in love, got married, and when my dad found an engineering job in the auto industry in Michigan, they moved here and started their family. Decades later, our current administration has revoked the statuses of more than 70 international students and graduates at universities across our state. Across the country, there have been at least 900 international students impacted. Many of the students were never told any reason why their student statuses were being revoked. And some students only had parking tickets on their record. As the Michigan Association of State Universities has stated, this is lose, lose, lose. It's a loss for students, it's a loss for institutions, it's a loss for the Michigan economy. But the chaos that is happening in our country is not limited to international students. One family that was deported to Mexico includes a 10-year-old daughter who is a U.S. citizen with brain cancer. They were rushing to the hospital for an emergency medical checkup when they were picked up. The swelling on the girl's brain is still there and is causing issues with speech and mobility. The entire family was deported in February. A doctor in Rhode Island was deported last month. The reasons? Unknown. While the plane was on the tarmac, a judge issued an order to halt her removal, but the plane took off anyway. A Hmong American woman who grew up in Wisconsin since she was a baby was detained when she did what she was supposed to do and showed up for her check-in with immigration. Yet they deported her to Laos, putting her life in danger. She arrived there without insulin or high blood pressure medication. Jose Guadalupe Jaimes lived in the United States for 3 decades. Small business owner, father of 5 children, beloved by baseball families across our state. And he was dropping his son off at middle school in Trenton, which under normal times would have been a sensitive location protected from immigration enforcement. However, it is where ICE agents with guns drawn arrested him. Bradley Bartel and Camila Munoz were coming back from their honeymoon when Camila was pulled aside by an immigration agent. She originally came here from Peru on a temporary visa and was in the process of applying for legal permanent residency. Bradley voted for Trump last year and says, quote, "I knew they were cracking down. I guess I didn't know how it was going down. They know who she is. They need to get the vetting done and not keep these people locked up. It doesn't make any sense." Last month, a Fulbright scholar from Turkey was frighteningly abducted off the street in Massachusetts by masked, plainclothes officers. And why? Because of an op-ed that she wrote. And now Kilmar Albrego Garcia is the victim of an administrative error, which led him to being deported to El Salvador. The courts, of course, have ordered the administration to facilitate his return to the United States to no avail. I think a lot about the America that my parents were welcomed to decades ago, compared to the America that we live in now. How many future engineers, doctors, teachers, and entrepreneurs is our country removing today, next week? In this moment, we must have moral clarity about what is going on in our communities. How does the deportation of international students and our fellow community members do anything to help our economy, to help the vibrancy of our neighborhoods, or further the American dream? I believe in an America where we respect due process, free speech, and human dignity, and where we continue to be the beacon of hope and opportunity that we have been for so many years. Thank you.